the most kissed girl in the world. She is the face that many have kissed during cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, training, and she has saved millions of lives. But who is she and what is her story? Writing in the Christmas issue of the BMJ, Stephanie Loke and Sarah McKernan at the University of Liverpool in the United Kingdom try to find out. She is known by many names: L'inconnue de la Seine, Unknown Woman of Seine, the Mona Lisa of the Seine, Rissusa Anne, and the most kissed girl in the world. But this young girl, whose body was pulled from the River Seine in late 19th century Paris, had no name, no history, and no story. In the years that followed, copies of the mask were sold throughout Bohemian Paris. It was thought that she had died by suicide, but over the years, many stories have emerged of her being murdered or eloping to Paris from Liverpool with a wealthy suitor. In 1956, it was discovered that mouth-to-mouth breathing could maintain blood oxygen levels in a non-breathing victim, leading to the development of CPR. When a member of the American Heart Association's CPR committee saw that students practicing CPR on one another risked causing rib fractures and pain, he approached doll-maker Asmund Lertle to create a realistic training model. While contemplating the design, Lertle remembered a mask on the wall of his grandparents' house and decided to make it the face of his new resuscitation training aid called Rissusa Anne. It is estimated that Rissusa Anne has likely helped more than 500 million people to train in CPR, saving around 2.5 million lives. The line, "Annie, are you okay?" used to check for a response in the patient, featured in Michael Jackson's hit song Smooth Criminal, after the singer was inspired by his own CPR training. These days you can be captivated by her beauty in resuscitation training rooms around the world. But there is one other place you can see her, say Loke and McKernan. The Lorenzi model makers in Paris, who produced L'inconnue's original death mask, continue to produce copies 4 generations on. A linked editorial in the BMJ discusses the ethical questions raised by historical events and asks, was the unknown woman of the Seine morally wronged? At the time of her death, putting bodies on view and circulating death masks were customary practice. But they're ethically troubling now. Should we be concerned about this circulation of her image without anything resembling consent?